Storm Track Weather Center with the latest on our weather aware alert, which is for tomorrow. And Mark, it's a lot of wind out there tonight.
Yeah, it's breezy, and this is in advance of the cold front, which means that the low pressure, the center of this storm, which is well north of us, it's getting deep. And that means all that air is being pulled into that area of low pressure. But we do have a weather aware, which I have issued from midnight until 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That is to cover for gusty winds, as well as some lightning and heavy rainfall. Some places could see over an inch, maybe even a bit more, before all is said and done. Let's go ahead and start off with what's happening. I want to show you the radar, and it has been active out to our west, especially across central Mississippi in the past few hours. Not much happening in Alabama, a little bit of rain down into Washington County, but this is the show here. This is the main line of thunderstorms as they track towards the east, individual cells moving towards the northeast. But there's a very healthy wind which is out ahead of this, and that in turn has helped to pick up our breeze. But near Canton right now, there's a possible tornado that's moving north of Jackson, and there's also another one down near I-55, or at least very close to the I-55 corridor. So there are a couple of storms that are severe out to our west, but nothing here locally. As these storms get into Alabama, I anticipate that the potential for severe weather will be dropping. A lot of that's thanks to the atmosphere across Alabama being a little more stable. It's now 70 degrees in Birmingham, a southeast wind at around 11, dew point up to 61, relative humidity at 73%. And you'll notice that places like Anniston, you've got close to a 17-mile-per-hour wind sustained, and those numbers are into the teens. And the one spot, Hamilton, right now, you've got a 21-mile-per-hour wind. So the further north and west you go, obviously those numbers will reflect the stronger breeze across the area. Our Storm Track Futurecast, as I mentioned earlier, will have showers to begin popping up, especially from 1 to 3 o'clock west of I-65. But that line, this is the squall line. Again, not a whole lot of lightning with it, but it will have gusty winds, good heavy downpours. It crosses the state line roughly at about 3 to 3:15. Then that line will move into West Alabama, places like Jasper, back up towards Double Springs, Tuscaloosa. You'll see it at about 5:30. It arrives in Birmingham at about 8 o'clock. So the morning rush will likely be wet with a few earlier showers, but then the main line continues tracking towards the east. This is at 11 o'clock in the morning, so Gadsden, Anniston, anywhere from 10 to 11, we'll see these showers and even a few thunder showers in the mix, pushing through East Alabama. But watch how fast this clears out. This is at 2 o'clock. I mean, it is gone. It is going to start to accelerate, but on the back side, there will be enough moisture left over that we still could have a few showers or a thunder shower, and this will be the cold front. Believe it or not, that is the first wave. This is the second. I just don't see that we're going to have anything that will develop into a thunderstorm, but then we begin to clear out as we get into tomorrow night, and temperatures will have a chance to go down because this is a batch of cooler Canadian air. And then more will arrive by the weekend, which will help to push our temperatures down into the 50s for highs. Overnight lows, well, they're headed down into the upper 20s, low 30s, if you can believe that. 68 will be our temperature overnight tonight. It'll actually get cooler during the day tomorrow. Again, don't forget we have the weather aware in effect. You'll see that beginning at midnight right here on WIAT 42. 100% coverage of rain, so everybody's in on the act. That rain moves out, then we start to dry out, and there's that cooler air. Some spots in the Tennessee Valley could see upper 20s. We're headed down to freezing again for Sunday night into early Monday, but it's about to feel like fall and early winter into the first of next week. Just the